Also einmal noch, jetzt machen wir das. Ziehen wir das durch. Hey folks, my name is Jürgen, aka Nerd and Proud of It, and Destiny has brought you to my channel today to talk about the top 5 reasons why sorcery is awesome, why sorcery is so fantastic, and why sorcery is here to stay. Yes, this is a praise for sorcery, and no, I'm not sponsored, I just really like the game. If you think differently, maybe I can convince you, because I know there are some people out there who think only one set a year is not enough, who think it's all a bubble, but personally, I would like to disagree. And I'm going to give you 5 good reasons that undermine the fact that sorcery actually is a very, very healthy game and that people really like it and that it is here to stay, in my opinion, at least. And up to now, my opinion about sorcery most of the times has been correct over the last couple of years. So you might want to listen. Before we start with the 5 reasons, with the top 5 why sorcery is so successful, I just want to quickly say I really want to thank my YouTube channel members and my Patreons. It's with your support that this channel can stay independent. I can say whatever the fuck I want here. I can make videos like this. I can just ramble, and that is fucking awesome. I really, really appreciate it. If you consider becoming a YouTube channel member or Patreon, there are tiers for everyone. If you can, the support is much needed and very, very helpful for the channel and for the growth of the channel. If you can't, just leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you are not subscribed yet, and maybe consider to become a YouTube channel member or Patreon later, or maybe not. It is what it is. Everything helps. Like and comments as well, and subscribe or subscription, of course, too. Folks, top 5 reasons why sorcery is so successful, in my opinion. Number 1, the Dragon Lord set. The demand for the Dragon Lord set. Nobody expected this. Have you seen the prices? And I don't want to talk about prices. I don't care. I'm a collector. But it is crazy that the Dragon Lord set has taken off. Dragon Lord set exploded in popularity. Let's say it like this. And we all expected something really nice because we all love the art, and I think the collaboration with Ed Beer Jr. is fantastic, and we all knew and saw a couple of the cards, and I think we're very much excited about the cards and about the artwork, and that's not the problem. But the general broad demand for the set, that it's being sold out, it's sold out, it's been sold out, and yeah, it's very difficult to get. Maybe the collectability as well. I think it's very good that Eric's Curiosa is making something collectible for us collectors. On the other hand, I'm a bit worried that it's going to be hard to get this set, because over here in Europe it's very difficult to get. I hope I can pick one up at the Crossroads event in Germany, which I will attend. Let me know in the comments if you will attend the Crossroads event as well. I hope you can pick it up somewhere else if you can't attend the Crossroads event. I mean the one in Germany, or if you're overseas. I think it only has been available at Gen Con, right? It might be available elsewhere too. But in general, the fact that it is so sought after, that the collectors are going crazy for it, that even the evil investors, the players definitely want to have one set for their decks, and even the evil investors are thinking this is a good thing. And I know it's very difficult, especially as a collector who has not got a set yet, but it's not a bad thing that investors think this is nice and investors think this is valuable, because that actually means something in the end. If it's a good thing or bad thing that they buy out stuff, that's a different story. But I guess at events and so on, you can limit the sales to 1 or 2 per person, which might be nice. The artwork is fantastic, the set is very cool, and I think the overall demand is very surprising for us all, and that to me actually symbolizes that sorcery is doing very well and that tension is definitely focused on sorcery. And the second reason why I think sorcery is so successful is because of the loyal fan base, and that you see with a set like Dragon Lord as well, but also with the other sets too. The sales of Arthurian Legends, the sales of Alpha and Beta, and the general support for the game, I have not seen something since the beginning days of Magic the Gathering, something like this, and I think it speaks for the strong support of the community for the game. And we had a lot of discussion about this. If it's sustainable or if it's not sustainable to have only one set a year. But the core, and we called it, when I worked in the board and card game industry back in the day, we called it a critical mass. Like 3 people in a certain LGS, 5 friends that sat together at the kitchen table and showed it to other friends. Like a small pocket of players that play tournaments in a certain region. That was the critical mass, the core. And for Sorcery, that core has been incredibly strong. And I think that is very, very important for a game that is healthy in the long run. It's crazy how many people talk about Sorcery and want to talk about Sorcery. I looking back over the last 3 years, I've seen so many content creators that have never made a video before making videos for Sorcery. And of course, people have been there since the beginning, like my friends from Cardboard Guide or myself or others that actually have supported the game with videos, but that is born out of passion as well. And you see that all across the globe. That's crazy. There are so many people who really enjoy the game and who want to let other people know that they do. I mean, have you seen so many new content creators for any other game recently? I think it's crazy. So that is, for me, a very strong reason why this game will have a long life, because the core people are there and they are there to stay for the last couple of years already. I mean, I've been with the game for 3 years or something like that, and many of us have been, and that's not something that you cast aside lightly. So yes, the strong player base, the strong fan base, the strong support for the game, that for me is definitely an indication that this is going well and that Sorcery is doing very well. Talking about the player base in general, that is my third reason. Then focusing on that player base, not all the fans, because people can enjoy the art, people can enjoy the gameplay, people can enjoy collecting, people can enjoy, I don't know, just playing. The player base currently is very strong. I see a lot of tournaments everywhere. We of course got the Cornerstone events, we got the Crossroads events. I have been able to organize the Eskenrest tournament in Germany twice already, together with my extended nerd family from Cardboard Guide and the White Rabbit Game Store, and I enjoyed it a lot. And I am personally not a big player in these tournaments, I have to say, because I normally like to do content there, but I also have been to Sorcery Fest and I've seen the community and I've seen the people actually thriving on that gameplay. And Sorcery has great gameplay. It's very thematic, and that is very, very good, because then you are in the game. You're really in it with your mind, and that's super important. And Sorcery does that really well. But it also is tactical. You can play it at the kitchen table like I do it, or after a tournament in the evening in the hotel with the guys. I'm happy to play a match, but I'm not a tournament player anymore. On the other hand, there are so many people out there who I see in the Discords sitting in virtual or at virtual tables in channels and actually playing for hours and hours, perfecting their skills. So tournament play is very deep and very tactical, and Sorcery supports that. So the game is really good, and that is very important. If the game would be bad and it just only has its art or fun or, like, I don't know, something else going for it, then we might run into problems eventually. But if the game is good, then I think it is definitely worth exploring further and definitely here to stay, because yeah, people are not getting bored by it. They enjoy it on different levels. Like, I'm a kitchen table player, but also like the hardcore tournament players as well. It's really a big scene, and I think that's good for Sorcery, despite me not actually participating in these tournaments. I love to organize them, and I love to engage with the community, especially like at Ask and Rescue was fantastic, and at Sorcery Fest I really, really enjoyed it as well. But yeah, I think overall that is a very, very good sign that Sorcery is doing well. That was number 3, and that's the German 3, as we all know, if we have seen Inglorious Bastards by Tarantino, because that would be the English 3, right? Never order 3 beers in Germany in a German bar like this. Then you probably are a little bit out of place, or people will laugh at you. Or like in the movie, you will be in trouble. In Germany, we say 3 like this. Brings us to number 1, 2, 3, 4, of course. Yes, I can count. Sometimes I doubt it myself, but I can. And number 4 for me is Gothic. We only have one set a year. We had the little Dragon Lord set. We had a fantastic Alpha and Beta set. We had a very, very great, cool, awesome Arthurian Legend set, which I really, really liked. I think it is very comparable to the first Magic the Gathering expansion, Arabian Nights. Eric told me he thinks so as well when we talked about it, and I think he may have thought about that a little bit in his mind, but I think the very themed small set is fantastic. Playing experience is very nice. I don't care about the sales or if it has been overprinted or not. I doubt it, to be honest, but I think it is in itself a wonderful set. But the fact that people are really, really looking forward to Gothic, and how much they are looking forward to it, and how cool it looks, and the spoiled cards with new mechanics, and that it's gonna be an enormous set, like more than Alpha and Beta. That means more than 400 cards, 450, 500, I don't know, but that's fantastic. I mean, how awesome is it that we're gonna get a set like this, and everybody is super hyped and excited for it. Everybody I talk about is like, yeah, Gothic. I'm really looking forward to Gothic. Yes, we all are. Have you seen the cards? Have you seen the artwork? The theme is gonna be really, really cool and fitting. It's gonna be amazing. So the fact that so many people are looking forward to a set for such a long time, keep interested and keep with the game. And of course, the Dragon Lord set did a lot now by igniting the hype a little bit. They have played a smart game there, but the fact that people are patient enough to wait for Gothic and to be so excited still is saying a lot about how excited people are for a new set from Sorcery. So I think that is a very good reason for Sorcery to be successful and to stay successful. Number 5, last but definitely not least, top 5. Where's the top 5 coming from? Of course, High Fidelity. They always do top 5. You always have to do top 5 as well. Top 5. The art, of course. Sorcery has the greatest and most cool and awesome art in the business of all trading card games, and maybe even of all board games as well. And some of the board game art I have here is fucking amazing as well. But the art of Sorcery, I mean, that is what most of us triggered. What triggered most of us, what triggered most of us to get into the game. And that is what people really, really love still. And the interaction with the artists and the way the artists speak about the game and about the company and how enthusiastic they are. I mean, come on. How easy is it to spot the fascination for the art, not only by the players and the collectors, but also by the team and also by the artists themselves who love working for this game. If they continue doing this, and it looks like it, I mean, look at Arthurian Legends. Edbeard Jr. has done a fantastic job with the cards. Not Arthurian Legends, the Dragon Lord set, but also look at Arthurian Legends with all the great artists like Drew Tucker, like Vincent Pompetti. It's such an amazing set. And Alpha and Beta, we don't even have to talk about that. And I was able to meet Matthias Frisk, Jeff Mangus, and Michal Nagy-Paul at Sorcery Fest. And I looked at the table and I, yeah, I mean, everything looks fantastic. It's crazy. There's not a single piece that I genuinely dislike. Some people might. Honestly, I still have to find one. I might not be super thrilled about some, and I might like some more than others, definitely, because you got your personal preference. But overall, the art is, everything is spot on. That's crazy. And if you look at the originals selling, and again, I don't want to talk about money because I don't care. I'm a collector, and of course money is important because you want to collect something and then you have to pay for it, so it's important what it costs. But if you look at the original art pieces, which are selling and the prices are holding strong, if you look at the artist proofs, which are selling more and more since the Dragon Lord set, it has been reignited. I think I used that word just a minute before as well, that the sales, because the sales were a bit low, and the prices were getting a bit lower, and people were less tended to buy artist proofs. But I see that picking up again, and the price is picking up a little as well, and you got some fantastic artist proofs out there by amazing artists. And if you want to own a piece of trading card game history by Ed Beard Jr., by Jeff Easley, that's of course Drew Tucker and Jeff Mangus are in there as well as the ones who have been shaping trading card game art since the beginning, and my personal favorite artist as well, Anson Maddox, and these kind of guys and girls. It's crazy. I'm so looking forward to Gothic for more Anson Maddox art in there. So I think that if they continue delivering that strong, and if Gothic with hundreds and hundreds of cards doesn't drop the ball there, which I don't expect because what we have seen so far looks fucking amazing. Jesus, this thing has just started. We're just beginning. Oh man, what do you think these cards will be worth in like 10 years, 15 years if the game is still around? What do you think the artist proofs will be worth? What do you think the originals will be worth? Will it be Magic the Gathering competitor? Boah, that's long term. That's definitely gonna go somewhere. So honestly, if you look at all this, and if you look at the development of the last 5 years for Sorcery, I think there's a lot more to come. A lot more. My top 5. Let me know in the comments what your top 5 is. If you only can think of one reason, that's fine as well. If you agree with one of mine, let me know which one do you think is the strongest. If you have one of your own or thought about one of your own, that's cool as well. But please don't forget to hit that like button and to leave a comment, because that would help the video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, would be nice. We're doing quite well on this little small, cool, fun, and awesome ramble channel. Some people might disagree, but I think it is. We can still use a couple of more people here. Folks, stay healthy, stay frosty. Thanks a lot for listening. I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.